Saints fans, I am Todd Graffanini. This is John DeShazer. It is day 8 of New Orleans Saints training camp. It is the New Orleans Saints training camp report right here on CST, presented by SeatGeek. JD, outside yet again. Mild temperatures, not too bad for an August day, but a lot of good work done again. And as we've seen the defense the last couple of days really win the day, thought the offense turned the tables a little bit this afternoon.
Yeah, we heard Coach Sean Payton talk about ebbs and flows, even in practice and in games. And I thought the offense started hot in training camp. The defense kind of caught up for 3 or 4 consecutive days. And today, the offense retook the reins. I mean, I thought they were really successful. Both quarterbacks, Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill, both were really sharp in their progressions and their reads and the throws. It's one thing to read it. It's another thing to see it. It's another thing to make the completion. And I thought they did a really good job of completing the play.
And a lot of that had to do with the protection up front. They had a pocket, and they were able to step up if need be. And I thought the receivers did a pretty good job getting open, because we didn't see that earlier on in practice in one-on-one drills.
Yeah, I thought the receivers struggled in one-on-ones. I mean, they couldn't separate from the DBs. The DBs got their hands all over them, really got them on the ground, got their hands on a couple of footballs, some pass breakups, and I thought the receivers struggled a bit in the one-on-ones, but when the team drills came around, man, those crossing routes really proved to be lethal against the defense.
No question. When you throw on top of that yak yards after catch, it's always nice when you can turn a 15 or 20-yard gain into a 50 or 60-yarder.
Yeah, if you hit a guy in stride, you allow him to do something with the football, and I thought, again, the quarterbacks did a really good job of that, hitting them in stride, putting them in a position where they could do something with it.
Marquez Callaway continues to be a standout, as in the absence of Traquan Smith, he really right now is the #1 receiver. But these young guys, and Coach Payton mentioned this after practice, these young guys have had a chance now to go consecutive days with an install, and that's made them a little bit more comfortable running their routes.
Oh, you're talking about young guys and you're talking about installs. They come in, their heads are probably swimming a little bit, and so the best way to learn is repetitively. They're able to go out and repeat the same install, and that has helped them tremendously, because again, I think that during that 3 or 4 day period where the defense had the upper hand, maybe the install was a little bit new to those young guys, but you see the acclimation process, you see the wheels turning faster for them mentally.
All right, post-practice, we heard from both Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill. Lots to get to. Here they are.
You know, as training camp goes on and evolves, I think your timing with your receivers and, all that stuff continues to be a little bit better. And the way that we've done this training camp is we've had, 3 practices at the same install, which I think has allowed for young guys to step up and play fast. There's usually a learning curve as new guys gets in the offense, and says, this is our first full week into practice, and you've seen that. I think that makes a quarterback great is, his decision making, his accuracy, timing, and so as I'm evaluating my film, those are the things that I'm paying attention to. Obviously complete, incomplete, and there's matchup, personnel things, stuff like that, but there are 3 things that I pay attention to. The decision making, was the accuracy there, was it complete, incomplete, and those are what I evaluate.
How can I process information quickly? How can I execute better? Was it the right decision, right? And that's it. I try to keep it simple. I don't try to get too in-depth. Typically when you overthink things, it's not really the right thing. You try to keep everything simple and go out there and execute. All things aside, man, I'm grateful to be out here and have the opportunity. Like, I'm grateful to talk to you guys, right? Like, I have embraced this process. I've been through, the thick and thin, like, as a quarterback in this league, man. I am taking every day, I'm never taking a day again for granted. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited.
When we return to the New Orleans Saints training camp report right here on CST, my partner John DeShazer, an exclusive interview with cornerback Ken Crawley. All that and more coming up on the show. It's the New Orleans Saints training camp report right here on CST, presented by SeatGeek.
Man, we back with the Saints 2021 training camp with my boy Ken Crawley.
We all on bully mode.
Big bully.
Big bully mode.
We here.
We're here with Saints cornerback Ken Crawley, and Ken, we've seen you in this camp, and you know, I don't want to say something out of school here, but it looks like this has probably been one of your better Saints camps.
Yeah, I'm just getting back to the basics of being technical sound with my technique, and being more comfortable with the defense, like each and every year, learning new things, being more aware of things, and being situational awareness. So I think I'm having a good one.
Well, you said, is it pretty much just that, the learning process, or what have you done physically to also improve?
Just getting your mind right, getting mentally, like it's a mental, it's everything mental with me. Like I said, I know one thing I was big on, well, improving this offseason is technique, winning at the line.
How tough a position is that to play? Because people look at cornerbacks and they say, oh, well, he just ought to do this. He just ought to do that. How tough a position is that to play?
I mean, it's tough. We always got in our defense, we always got our back turned. So being able to be patient at the top of the playing the ball in the air, and within our technique, all that stuff, we'll take care of all that stuff and just winning at the line.
You know, we talked to Coach Payton. He says, you know, some of the things that they like about your speed, your length.
Yeah.
What do you feel like the strengths of your game are?
I say my speed for sure. I can run with the best of them. My thing is just not trying to get myself in trouble early. I think over my course of my career, been kind of good at the line. It just being able to put hands on and playing the ball deep.
You know, how comfortable are you in the position you're in right now? Because you know, we know that the Saints, you know, have, you know, Jack Rabbit Jenkins, you know, is gone, and Marshawn Lattimore is on one side, but you know, there's some uncertainty on that other side. How comfortable are you that you can be that guy to be on that other side?
I'm comfortable, but I try not to worry about it too much. I try to let the game come to me. I play whatever they want me to play at any point of the season. I'm just focused on getting better.
You know, you've been around here for a while now, from undrafted rookie now to a guy who's expected to contribute significantly. But take us back to that first year. You know, what was that like? Because it seemed like a whirlwind. Next thing we knew, you were on the field playing.
I was in the fire pretty much early, but it was a good learning experience for me, and it carried over to the next year when I had a little bit of success. I know. The rookie came to us, and he always be asking us about stuff, which is he's gonna play. He's a good one. He's gonna play this year. I just tell him, just focus on what you can focus on, control what you control.
Now you got out of the building. Now you got back to the building. Yeah. But what was the experience like being away from the Saints? I mean, obviously a different organization, but what was that experience like being away?
It wasn't nothing compared to here. I mean, here's like family. I came in. I love Coach Payton. I love the coaching staff. Camaraderie here, these guys are like family. Other squads I've been on, it was kind of a little bit different, but shout out to those squads, but it's nothing like playing for the Saints.
You know, now that you've been here, what's your confidence level like now that you're back with the Saints, and especially having the kind of training camp that you're having? I mean, you know, you got to start from somewhere, and obviously you started in training camp.
My focus on just being more vocal to those guys and helping the younger guys, even the older guys, just putting them on, and yeah, just being that vocal guy, having that confidence to talk more.
Yeah, but the way you're playing, it almost seems like an insult when they throw in your direction.
Oh, yeah. We got to keep going. Them guys seem like they beefing with me now. So.
But where's your confidence level in this defense?
Yeah, it's high. I feel like I could go out there and make some plays at any point in time. So, like I said, I'm gonna just keep learning, keep stacking these days, and keep getting better.
All right, folks, that's Ken Crawley, and we are going to go to a break here on the CST Training Camp Show. I'm John DeShazier, and we'll be back in a moment.
Final segment of the show. It is the New Orleans Saints Training Camp Report right here on CST. Todd Graffinini, John DeShazier. Well, back at practice today was linebacker Quan Alexander. We saw him out here yesterday, JD, doing some conditioning work, again, recovering from that Achilles injury back in December. He has deemed himself 100%. We're going to hear from that in just a little bit, which again is just absolutely amazing. But we saw him do some walkthrough stuff today, so his return to the field might be a little sooner than people would think.
Well, he looks legendary. You look legendary. I look legendary. Our producer, videographer, Ashley Amos, she looks legendary. We're all legendary here today. Quan did look good. I mean, you know, to consider that he ruptured an Achilles maybe 7-8 months ago, it's really phenomenal to see him out in walkthrough. He already knows a lot of this defense, but he's learning a little bit more, even at this slow pace. I think he's going to be back on the field pretty quickly, but that's just me. I'm no doctor, but he really looks like mentally and physically good right now.
Well, why take our word for it? Here's Quan Alexander.
I'm 100%. I know I'm 100%, but I'm just easing in right now. The same, just like all regular all season. You know, I treat it all the same. You know, I know I had to come back from my injury and everything like that. So I just took it. I took a better approach. You know, I took care of my body, made sure I was healthy. You know what I'm saying, eating right and everything, and now I feel legendary.
Did you work with Dr. Reed before, or was that new this offseason?
No, this is my first time working with him this year.
And what brought you to him?
I just saw Alvin going. You know, I talked to him about it. I seen how where he was moving with his balance and everything. So I went down there with him, and he was so legendary. He had me getting right, doing all kind of stuff to get my body right, balance and all. You know, and I appreciate everything from him.
Thank you, Quan. That is going to wrap it up for this edition of the New Orleans Saints Training Camp Report. JD, hope the weather remains the same. We'll be outside tomorrow for the Saturday 9th practice of training camp.
Yeah, players will be in shells, fans are invited, so it should be a good day. Good for those guys to get those pads off, I'm sure, because they've been carrying them for several consecutive days now, so it gives them a little bit of recovery with the legs.
And as always, we'll be there to bring it to you. For John DeShazer, I'm Todd Graffanini. Thanks for watching the New Orleans Saints Training Camp Report right here on CST, presented by SeatGeek.